the recording. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So I have talked of a very important concept here. I have talked of a very important concept here on how we can answer questions from this topic, which is in financial management and advanced financial management, portfolio theory and analysis. So the first thing I have said that we should know how to calculate expected returns of securities, expected returns of securities. And I have said that we take the summation of returns of each security, we multiply by the probabilities, corresponding probabilities. When not given probabilities, I know the examiner will want us to fail. When not given probabilities, we get the average. You take the total returns, then you divide by the number. You divide by their number. You divide by their number. Same applies to standard deviation. Standard deviation, sometimes you will not be given the probabilities, but we know the formula. We know the formula. It is here, which is summation into bracket returns of security A minus expected returns of security A, close the bracket, squared. We multiply by probability. When given probabilities, then it is not a standard deviation, it is still a variance, but when you put the square root, then it is a standard deviation. It is a standard deviation. And when not given probabilities, you divide by n minus 1. You divide by n minus 1. N is the number of the returns, the number of the period, n minus 1. Now, this is the variance. Also, when not given the probability, you do the same. You divide by n minus 1, n minus 1, n minus 1, n minus 1. When not given the probability, So this is item number 3 to know, so that you can be able to answer questions in portfolio theory and analysis. Another thing, number four, I have said that I will combine. So sometimes I will go to advanced, sometimes is intermediate. So these ones mostly cover across, for the advanced guys, they cover both. But for the intermediate, there are some things which will be for the advanced. But don't worry, because you are moving there. So the other thing is the other point is CV, coefficient of variation. Let me start with this one. Coefficient of variation, CV. You should know this. Coefficient of variation, CV. How do we calculate this? You should not go into the exam room without knowing this. So this one, we take standard deviation, we divide by expected returns. Standard deviation, you divide by expected return. This is item number 4. Now, allow me to move to item number 5. What are you supposed to know about portfolio theory and analysis? What are you supposed to know? Item number 5 is now to calculate portfolio risk. It is abbreviated as standard deviation of P, standard deviation of portfolio. And what is a portfolio? A portfolio is a combination of investments. For example, if you have received your pension money, like 5 million, let's say 5 million. So you cannot take the whole of 5 million and invest that amount in real estate. There are risks which are involved. and you assume that the whole 5 million, you invest that 5 million in real estate and it is gone. It is gone. Maybe you build your house in areas where you are not allowed to build, in riparian land. Then the government comes with that bulldozer and remove your house and destroy your house. You can see your pension will have gone. So you need to diversify. You need to diversify your risk. You need to diversify your risk. Have some amount, put them in shares. Safaricom, buy Safaricom shares, like 2 million. Take like 1 million. Then invest in real estate. The remaining now, you can even go to a holiday. You can go to a holiday and enjoy yourself Now, that is portfolio. The goal is to diversify risk. Now, this is mostly asked, guys, in FM and advanced. And you should know what the question requires you. When you see portfolio risk, you should know what the examiner wants. This is the formula which has the bigger square root, portfolio risk. This one is the method which during our time we were fearing this method because it has a lot of variables in it, but it's an easy one. We have two methods. When you are given covariance, and when we are given correlation coefficient, we have two methods. But imagine, in fact, let me not start with this one so that we can cover the covariance and the correlation coefficient. And then when you come to this, we will include the two. So please allow me to start with the fifth item to be covariance. Let me, sorry for this. Let me start with covariance. I know this one for the FM students know this. And for the AFM, we have not reached there, but I will cover this with you. So this one is covariance. Co-wives. Covariance, just co-wives. You are combining two securities. So how do you calculate covariance? Abbreviated as COV. This is covariance of security A and B. So this is how you do, guys. You will take summation. Into bracket returns of security A minus expected returns of security A. Close the bracket. Open another bracket. Of course, there is a multiplication here. Open another bracket. Returns of security B minus expected returns of security B. Close the bracket. You multiply by probability. Have you gotten that very important formula, guys? So now, also, the examiner may not give you probability. This P may not be given. You do the same like in standard deviation. You divide by n minus 1. You divide by n minus 1. N minus 1. That is what you do. You divide by n minus 1. But now let's assume we have been given probabilities. So this is how you get covariance. Item number 5. We are summarizing the whole topic of portfolio theory and analysis. Item number 5. Let me go to item number 6. Which is correlation coefficient. So let me rub at the top. I hope you guys have noted down something. Let me move to item number 6. In fact, you will be able to know where the areas to revise. Under this topic. On this topic, provided you have these items. So item number 6 is correlation coefficient, correlation coefficient, correlation coefficient, correlation coefficient. So how do you calculate correlation coefficient? Abbreviated as R into bracket, into bracket, into bracket, into bracket R, into bracket R, into bracket R. So this is how you do, this is how you do, this is how you do the formula, the formula, the formula. So correlation R, correlate, not V, this is R, correlation between security A and B. Security A and B will be equals to covariance, covariance between security A and B. Between security A and B, you divide by standard deviation of A, you multiply by standard deviation of B. This is how you calculate correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. Item number 6. 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 Now, can we move to item number 7 now? Because now we have looked at covariance and correlation, let us now look at the portfolio risk. The portfolio risk, portfolio risk, portfolio risk, portfolio risk, portfolio risk, portfolio risk, portfolio risk. Now the one with the bigger square root, the formula with the bigger square root. Item number 7, which is portfolio risk. Portfolio risk, abbreviated as standard deviation of the portfolio. Standard deviation of the portfolio. So method number 1, method number 1, method number 1, we can use covariance. We use covariance. We use covariance. Method number 1, we use covariance. Method number 1, we use covariance. Method number 1, we use covariance. So how do you calculate the portfolio risk? Imagine the examiner or CASNEB likes this very much, likes this very much. So this is how you do. You start with the symbol, which is standard deviation of the portfolio, which means portfolio risk, which means portfolio risk. How do you compute this? Using covariance, given covariance. And you know how to compute covariance. I have shown you. So this one will be equals, you start with the bigger square root. Atokisahau everything. Even if you forget everything, just remember, portfolio risk has a bigger square root. Portfolio risk formula has a bigger square root. Anza na hiyo. Then you will remember the rest. Now, come here and start with weight. Weight. Weight is proportion of the security. For example, let me give you an example. When you have like 500,000, guys, when you have like 500,000, you want to invest in security A and B. 500,000, you want to invest in A and security B. Here, you want to invest 40%. Here, you want to invest 60%. Because the weights must add to 100%. 100% or 1. That's why this one is 0.4 or 0, and this one is 0.6. 0.4 for 40% and 0.6 for 40%. When you add the two, they should add to 100% or 1. Now, how do you get the weights? So weight of A, you will take 40% of 500,000. 500,000, you will see what the share. Then weight of B, you will take 60% of the 500,000. Then you will see how much are you investing in security A and how much are you investing in security B. That is how you get the proportion. Proportion. Ama weight. Weight. Uzani. Weight. That is how you get the proportion. That is how you get the proportion. So you will use that proportion to compute the portfolio risk. You will use that weight to compute the risk, to compute the risk of the portfolio, to compute the risk of the portfolio. So now you will start with the weight. You will start with the weight of security A. Weight of security A. Then standard deviation of security A plus. Now imagine the examiner has given you 2 securities only. I'm working with a 2 portfolio. I'm working with a 2 portfolio investment. So kindly understand me. Sometimes you will be given 3. Sometimes kama examiner is a sadist, anaweza kupatia 3 securities, A, B, C. Security A, security B, security C. But let's work with 2 securities, security A and security B. Let's work with the 2 securities. The 2 are making up a portfolio, because we said a portfolio is a combination of investments. A combination of investments. So weight of A, standard deviation of A, plus weight of B, standard deviation of B. Then you should remember right away, you should square this, you square this, you square this, you square this. Squared, squared. Squared, squared. You should square this. Then you should remember there should be an addition here, plus, plus, plus. Then you start with the 2. You start with the 2. Now we are using covariance. So you will come here and say covariance of A and B. Then after covariance, you must apply their weights again. Weight of A times weight of B. This is how you compute portfolio risk using covariance. Now, this is method 1. Method 2, or method 2 is to use the correlation coefficient way. Correlation coefficient way. Sometimes you will not be given the covariance. So will that be the end of you? No. You will now come here and compute your portfolio risk. Portfolio risk, you compute your portfolio risk. Let me write it here at the top. Let me write it here at the top. So our portfolio risk will be equals to the bigger square root. The first part will remain. This first part from here to here, you don't change. It will not change. So weight of security A, standard deviation of security A, plus weight of security B, standard deviation of security B. Remember to square this. Squared, 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 squared. Remember there's a plus. Now we are using correlation coefficient, abbreviated as R. So hapa utaanza na 2. The 2 will remain. 2, then correlation coefficient R of A and B. Now, here you will apply standard deviation of A, multiply by standard deviation of B. Then you multiply by weight of A and the weight of B and the weight of B. Can you see the difference between these 2 formulas? 2 formulas, 2 formulas, 2 formulas, 2 formulas. Here we have included standard deviation. Here, kwa covariance, there is no standard deviation. It's just the weight. It's just the weight. That is point number 7. That is item number 7 for you to note. I have like 5 so that I can release you guys. So allow me to finish these points. But I will let you know to have like 10 minutes so that you can now break to go to the other classes, But this is very important. This is very important. And I told you guys, this is one of the easiest topics in FM and AFM, the easiest topics. And we must maximize our strength. We must maximize our strength. The topic which is much easier is the one which you should scoop everything, which you should get everything, so that the one which itakulemea, you recover from the topic which you are good at, which is not hard. I know they are not hard, but when you compare, I know you understand. They are not hard, but there are those which you will understand faster, and those which you have some difficult a bit. That is human, guys. That is human. So allow me to move to item number 8. Item number 8, especially for the advanced guys. There is something called CAPM, capital asset. This is item number 8. Item number 8. Capital asset capital assets pricing model, pricing model. You should know about CAPM for the advanced students who are here. You should know about CAPM, capital asset pricing model, capital asset pricing model. You should know about CAPM. You should know about CAPM. How do we calculate CAPM? How do we calculate CAPM? CAPM. How do we calculate CAPM? This one is risk-free plus into bracket expected return of the market minus risk-free times beta of the security. BS. BS is beta. Si ile ya chungu, beta ya namna hii, beta S. Beta of a security. S ni security too. Beta S. So this is very important. This is very important. This is very important. RF ni risk-free rate of return. Kama treasury bills, I believe hata watu wa FM wanajua hiyo risk-free. Risk-free rate of return. Risk-free rate of return. Rate of return. Risk-free rate of return. RF. Then ERM is expected return of the market. We shall cover this. We shall cover this in our classes. But it is one of the items which you should know, guys. Item number 8. Item number 9, APT. This one is also another item which is a brother to CAPM. This one is arbitrage pricing theory. Arbitrage pricing theory. You should know about that. For the advanced, where we were intermediate, you are not here yet. Now, these are how many? 9. Number 10, you should know how to calculate beta. So let me just summarize because of time. And I believe you guys will join our classes and enjoy these great services. So this is beta. You should know how to calculate beta. You should know how to calculate cost of equity. You should know how to calculate cost of equity. Sometimes you will not be given cost of equity, KE. You should know how to calculate KE, cost of equity. What's that after beta in CAPM? After beta, this is KE, cost of equity, Shiku. This is KE. This is KE, cost of equity. This is cost of equity. And here, this is arbitrage pricing theory. Shiku, that is for the advanced, but you are coming there if you are in the FM. But yes, security, this is security. BS ni security. Yes, thank you, Leshamta. BS ni security. I had a question, but because of time, I wanted us to look at an illustration of this April 2023 FM. April 2023 question. This was question 3. 2023 question 3C. I wanted us to do a small illustration, but because of time, and you guys are going to FR, and you guys are going to AFR, let's stop from there, guys. Let's stop from there, and hope you guys, if you have not yet joined us, kindly join us. You will pass this paper one round, and if not one round, second round, for those who are doing it for the second time, but I promise you here, you will get the best. At RCM College, and our number is here, RCM College, for the online and for the physical, 0719 52 5000. 5,000. Join us as soon as today, and enjoy these great services. You will get a video after the live class. So you benefit a lot here. You benefit a lot here, guys. So thank you. Leshamta, how now? Share this on the RCM YouTube channel. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mugambo. We shall do that. We shall do that, Mugambo. We shall do that. But kindly spread the word out there. Come with your friends. Come with your friends. Come with your friends. Join us so that we can be a family and a team. And we fight this. We fight this enemy called CASNEP together. CASNEP together. Shiku, that is not tough. Just you will enjoy. I know you are with us already. I know you are with us already, and I know you will overcome. You will overcome. You will overcome. Thank you, Mani. Welcome, Mani. Welcome. This is the best place to be, Mani. This is the best place to be. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for those who are attending financial reporting. For those who are attending advanced financial reporting, now you can leave. You can leave. But I hope you guys have learned something here. Have added value here, have added value for the few minutes, Imagine now we have 2 hours with you. You will understand everything here. Thank you, guys. See you around, guys. See you around. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.